Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
I promise you, this is not a political podcast.
Jump from the deep end of the pool, set up the mood. Paranoid radio, set up the mood. Paranoid radio, set up the mood. Paranoid radio, set up the mood. 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 Set up the mood.
Oh man. You guys thought I was going to die and shut down and stop all production. Well, guess what? Testicles 1, 2, testicles. Welcome back to Patel Radio Podcast, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Trebles Garcia, your whole host. And I want to thank the Lord for allowing me to be here today. And I want to thank every single one of you for allowing me to enter your space. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget that the most important thing that you can do for the show is word of mouth. Tell your friends, tell your family, especially now in the holidays. Educate yourselves with Patel Radio Podcast. And do not forget to drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. That allows other people to enjoy the show as much as I enjoy making it. Check us out at ParanormalRadio.com. Check out the affiliations. And mad shout outs to Flavors of the Forest. They have a bunch of Bigfoots grazing and raising all this freaking crazy ass garlic dust. They're making it themselves. It's all organic and it gives you a lot of health benefits. So make sure you get 15% off on the next purchase at checkout using Paranoid. Flavors of the Forest. Check that out at ParanormalRadio.com. Enough with the promotion, guys.
Well, and let me just add, Flavors of the Forest, as a consumer of it, I got mine recently, and man, the hype is real, guys. Check it out, Flavors of the Forest, no joke, for real, man. The spicy one, bro, that shit, put that on a pizza or on a burger, forget about it. Forget about it. I love it. I love your Eastern accent, guys. Dude, I fucking love it. Check this out, though. Let's jump in from the deep end of the pool and set the fucking mood. Bringing in the giant from the Empire State, my deep state correspondent, business owner, father, patriot, Flash for Flashy_News1. What's up, Flash? What's up, brother? Reporting for duty. I feel like it's been a while, but it hasn't. I mean, we're on schedule, maybe one day late. But it's Flashy Fridays for real this time. So let's get it, bro.
We have a lot to talk about and so much information. I mean, so much information with a little bit of time to bring it in. But you have the art, we have the topics, and we have the opportunity. Everybody's talking about what it may be and how conspiracy theories are running rampant on social media with Luigi Manglioe, the health provider guy, care shooter. Let's go into it.
Italiano Luigi, hey, forget about it. You know? Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. At first I was like, okay, whatever. Who cares about this? This is not like a big. I mean, it's a big thing, but like, really, who cares? But as soon as they started lying, it started not making sense. The math wasn't mathing pretty quickly, because if we remember that first original photo of the guy standing in line with the mask, he couldn't see his eyebrows. It was low. He had like a bigger build. His shoulders were broader, kind of looked like a Russian guy to me, just like from his bone structure and his face. That's the first vibe I got, like a Slovakian vibe, or an Eastern European vibe. And then they let out this. Then they showed the guy shooting the guy, right? He was like perfectly in range with that camera. Like he made sure that camera was right there, bro. You know what I mean? Like it was like a movie shot, bro. He was like, bang, bang, got him. And then he was smart enough to get away, right? He went into the Central Park where there's no cameras, got rid of all of his shit, boom, boom, boom. And then we get some more pictures of him later on. They released the one at the hostage he was staying at. And that one showed a little bit more of his face and his eyebrows, right? And then there was one where he took the fucking mask completely off and just big smile. Hey, I'm here. Yeah, look at me. I'm caught on camera, right? My camera moment, sir, right? Really, really weird. And then you look at the jackets, completely different jackets, completely different book bags, which is fine. He might not have been wearing the same clothes on that day. That's okay. But that's what they want to focus on, is like the jacket. Look, the jacket's the same, but the jacket wasn't the same. Nothing really was. The height, the build, the vibe of the guy, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, this guy got sloppy, So then they said that he got caught at the McDonald's, right? That somebody seen him, this great McDonald's employee, this hero, right? Just so happened in Pennsylvania. So he got out of the city, knew enough to get out of the city without getting caught, but then went to McDonald's and was wearing the same exact clothes he's been wearing. Because how else would you recognize this guy? She said she recognized him from his eyebrows, but he was wearing a different hat covering his eyebrows with a mask on. So you're telling me you recognize this guy from his eye? Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit is getting so out of hand. So what I honestly think, because the whole thing is that supposedly this kid hurt his back and the healthcare system denied him his surgery that he needed and he lost his mind and blah, blah, blah. Okay. This dude is rich as fuck. His family owns real estate. He literally has a $30 million inheritance coming to him. His family owns real estate properties all across the East Coast. Look him up, man. This kid is rich. Went to Ivy League schools, University of Pennsylvania. Okay, this kid is not on some fucking welfare system because United Healthcare is is for Medicaid and Medicare mostly. That's who they handle. So you're telling me this kid is a fucking multimillionaire going to Ivy League schools, but he's relying on Medicaid for his back surgery? His parents wouldn't have come in and been like, yo, we'll help you get this back surgery that you need. You don't have to rely on the shittiest healthcare system in the country. Oh, and then you're telling me that the kid was in so much pain, he couldn't figure it out. He had no money, no ways out of this pain, but he had to kill this guy? Bro, when you dig a little bit deeper into this whole thing, you find out that that guy who got killed, the CEO of the healthcare system, he was actually working on this other program with Nancy Pelosi, and they were going to be subpoenaed for insider trading. He was already subpoenaed. This guy was on his way to court. He was going to court. Okay, so they probably knew he was going to blow the whistle. He was going to try to rat people out. So they're using Mangione as the scapegoat. That was a perfectly hit, bro. That was a hit job. Okay, that was a trained assassin. You could tell when the gun jammed, he was fucking calm, cool, collected, pulled it back, bing, bom, boom, walked off into the forest and disappeared. Then they completely created this Luigi Manglioe guy out of fucking thin air, bro. And then now people are doing digs on this guy. Like bro, I'm telling you, he's the patsy. He even said they planted shit on him. You know, his fucking manifesto and all this shit, bro. Bro. The more I look into this shit, the more it seems like a psyop.
Oh, snap. A lot of people were talking a lot of shit. And now I'm glad that I got to speak with you. I got the inside scoop directly from Flash right now. And Flash, I know you're in upstate New York. You're a little bit closer to New Jersey than I am. And this is blowing up. I've been following these stories on TikTok since Monday. I think on Monday I messaged you. And there was an issue where all my fucking things were, everything was Kamala Harris, the big whistle, the Hunger Games whistle, all the blue team. I was like, what are you guys doing, dude? Like, what the fuck? They're still counting. And I was like, what the fuck? Whatever. That's not the point. The point is that aside from that stupid propaganda that my social media sites and all my algorithms were catching, I found the drones in New Jersey. And this is huge. Everyone's talking about this, bro.
Everywhere.
What can you tell us?
It's, bro. First, they wanted us to think. First of all, the government knows exactly what's going on. Okay, let's not fucking fool ourselves here. Like they're not going to allow these drones to be flying around in the air if they don't know exactly what they are and exactly what they're doing. They would absolutely shut them down, 100%. Right. So the fact that they're telling us they don't know what it is, but they're also telling us it's not a threat. If you don't know what it is, then how the fuck do you know it's not a threat? How can you tell us it's not a threat if you don't know what it is? That means they know exactly what it is, and they know it's not a threat because they know what it is, right? Unless they would shoot them down or they whatever. So now, because they can't, if something happens bad with these drones, you could sue the state, you can sue the federal government. They told us there was nothing wrong, and all of a sudden, if they start raining down fire or whatever, people think they're going to do, aliens and all this shit. No, it's not what it is, bro. What it is, it's a secret government program, not talking to the other government. That's it. It's a compartmentalized program. Probably with these drones, there's all these grants out there for people to actually create new drones and new technologies. It could be private companies doing it. It could be our own government doing it. It also could be there could be a threat right now, a nuclear threat or a biological threat that they're not telling us, and that they're sending out these drones to scan the area for nuclear stuff. Right. This is over Trump's house. There could be a credible nuclear bomb threat in that area. They would send these drones up to do scans, right? And people say that they're doing flybys over the same exact way. And they're coming and going the same exact way. They have a pattern to them. They're not just out there willy-nilly. You know what I mean? So that sounds like they're scanning something. Maybe they're looking for something like that. Man, the government might want to tell us because they don't want to freak us out if it's not a actually credible nuclear threat, right? It could be Iran. It could be Russia. It could be people fucking around on the phone for all we know. But Trump lives in New Jersey, so that can't be lost on this. You know what I mean? This is not happening in other states, right? So it could be Trump is behind it. It could be Trump and his people up there making sure that he's safe. We don't really know. You know what I mean? So I know what it's not, though. It's not aliens, and it's fucking not Iran. I can tell you that for damn sure. I'm
not a pilot, but I know a couple people that told me that the lights that they're flaring off they're signaling as if they're not commercial, but those lights are to show that they are human operated, They are coming out of a base.
FAA restrictions, right? They're following FAA guidelines.
Exactly. So it can't, first of all, for a fact, it's not going to be aliens. And second, it has to be U.S. I'm thinking
100%.
it's U.S. And the government knows. Plus, the Navy, the Pentagon doesn't speak for every single branch of the military. The Navy and the Air Force have been really quiet about this, too. So there's something to look at.
That's a really good point. And, and like I said, things are so compartmentalized in the government. You can literally be working on a project, but you don't even know what that project is in the greater scheme of it. You just have one little aspect of it. Like just think about you're building a car. One aspect would just be building the wheel. But you have no idea what the car even looks like. You're just building the wheel. That's compartmentalized information, right? So it could be one aspect, it could be that Navy not even talking to the greater Navy. It could just be an aspect of the Navy. It could be the Navy SEALs. It could be private entities. And private companies don't have to answer to nobody. That's the other thing, bro. That's why, our government uses these private entities because they have no oversight. They have no congressional oversight. So that's what it probably is, bro. Logic over magic.
Logic over magic. I like that because I am a conspiracy theorist, but even I knew it wasn't going to be aliens, bro. The water thing, the things out of the water now, that's different. But still, these drones over New Jersey, not too sure about that either. Now, please let me know who and what is kissing the ring, dude.
Bro, we are seeing this, bro. So Trump is doing exactly what I hoped he'd do, is that he's just staying at Mar-a-Lago mostly. He went to France. I didn't like that at the Notre Dame thing, but it's good. He's being a diplomat. He's being a world leader already. He's having people come to his Mar-a-Lago. Like we talked about, Mar-a-Lago was built for a second White House, right? That was the meaning of Mar-a-Lago, right? And that's exactly what he's been using it for. So he Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, came down there, kissed the ring, kissed his fucking ass because he threatened 25% tariffs on it. They came running down there, kissing that ass, kissing that ring, right? Now, Viktor Orban, the Prime Minister of Hungary, has been there. So we're seeing, and then now you got Meta Zuckerberg donating $1 million to Donald Trump's inauguration fee. Jeff Bezos, right? Donating $1 million to Trump's inauguration fee. This is what kissing the ring looks like. Daddy's home. Please forgive me. We're so fucking sorry, but you know what? You don't get a pass. $1 million is not going to get you a pass. It may get you a seat at the table, but it ain't going to get you a pass. We're coming. Restrictions are coming on social media. But, they know what's coming, bro. So they're just trying to get a seat at the table. So I just think it's Trump being a great diplomat. He's been pretty quiet on social media. He hasn't been bragging about the big win or throwing in people's face. He's being very tempered. He did a great interview on MSNBC where he was so calm. He fucking murdered that, bro. And he went to unfriendly territory. And they asked him about the mass deportations. He was like, listen, we don't have to separate families. The whole family can go. That's, and ending birthright citizenship, automatic birthright citizenship, but then he also focused on, we're not going to go after the people that are hardworking, that have been here for 10 years, immigrants.
That's very important.
It's the people that are come here illegally, number one, but not only that, but have broken laws in their own country and broken laws in our country. There's already 2 million people.
And haven't been at the courts because they were issued COVID.
Exactly. And there's already 2 million people that went through due process and have been labeled to be deported. There's 2 million people here that already went through the process, went through a judge, and they've been ordered deported, but they just haven't left. So we're going to start with those people. Then we're going to start with the 36,000 murderers that are in here, that are actually in our jails, that these sanctuary cities won't even report on because they think that they can get away with it, but now they're not going to be. These mayors, they're going to get arrested, bro. If these mayors and these governors stand in the way of protecting criminal aliens, I'm telling you, Tom Homan, the new border czar, he already said it. You're going to jail. That's a felony. Man, get your popcorn.
Woo! The world is on fire. The world is on fire in many different areas of the world. And Israel is now gaining territory in Syria. What's happening in Syria, dude? Let's bring it in.
So Assad has been the leader there. Well, his family has been the leader there for generations, but him personally, it was 24 years, I think, was his reign. Brutal dictator, just another one of these guys in the Middle East that take all the money for themselves, lives in these palaces with, 100 cars and all this shit. But the CIA didn't like him. For whatever reason, he wouldn't play ball with them. He wouldn't, he wouldn't do what they wanted him to do. And if we remember back in Trump's presidency, there was the chemical attack in Syria. Supposedly Assad gassed his own people, right?
I remember that.
And that was a false flag operation done by the CIA. Assad did not gas his own people. I don't have to defend this guy. He's a piece of shit, but he didn't do that. He didn't do that. That was they were trying to do a regime change back then. They were trying to get rid of Assad. So the CIA got his rebels, gassed the people, said it was Assad. And then Trump's daughter convinced Trump that it actually was Assad. And then Trump actually threw some bombs where that he shouldn't have thrown. And it was actually Tulsi Gabbard who went down there and talked to Assad one-on-one. And she was pretty much the catalyst of getting the truth out about how it was a false flag operation. So this has been going on for a long time, trying to do regime change. This is what we do, right? We go around these countries, we overthrow these governments, and for sometimes it's good, sometimes it's for bad. I mean, obviously Assad is a piece of shit, but now look what's happening. So now we got rid of Assad, right? Now look, the rebels are taking over. Who's taking over? Al Qaeda and ISIS. Trump already got rid of fucking ISIS completely. Now, under the 4 years of Joe Biden, they have regained strength because he lifted the sanctions off Iran. That was one of the first fucking things Joe Biden did when he got into office, was lift the sanctions that Trump put on that made Iran poor as fuck. They weren't selling no oil. They weren't doing nothing. They didn't have no money for the Houthis. They didn't have no money for the rebels, all of these. And then look what happened. October 7th happened because Iran got money. All of these terror attacks have been happening because we lifted the sanctions off of Iran, and they were able to get their shit in their country and out of the country. And all of these things open up for them. Those sanctions actually hurt, bro. They can't do nothing when you put sanctions because everything's in the dollar. That's why they're trying to get off the dollar, but it's not yet. So for this whole time, this is so now finally they overthrow Assad. Now they got the rebels in there. Now, of course, you have a huge territory being taken over by ISIS and Al Qaeda. So now Israel, everybody, bro. The more I'm trying to look at everything logically. I know Israel. I know the history. I know all of it. But that doesn't make me lose my sense of logic just because Israel is in the news. It doesn't mean that I think that they're behind everything because that's not fucking true. Do you know what I mean? I look for the truth. So, yeah, Israel, what they're doing actually is smart. They're bombing all the chemical places that Syria had chemicals. They were making chemical bombs. They had biolabs. They had fucking all these weapons. They had all these aircrafts. And listen, Israel's right next door, bro. I don't care how we feel about it. How would you like it if fucking rebels took over Mexico and they took over their air base and they we're going to bomb the fuck out of it, right? So Israel's doing the right thing, bro. They're bombing that area to make sure that they wipe out all those weapons so they can't be taken over by ISIS. Right now, I'm sure they have ulterior motives that are evil. They want the land, all that shit too, but that's besides the point, right? So now Trump is sitting back like, damn, bro, he's seeing all this shit pop off. Now they're trying to tie Trump's hands in all of these little things around the world so that he can't do what he promised to do domestically so that they could turn around in 2028 and say, look, he didn't do what he said he was going to do. Blah, 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 blah. That's their only hope now, bro. But what they don't understand is that the death spiral of the Democrat Party has already started and it cannot be stopped. Trump is going to put out these fires. Ukraine and Russia are going to come to the table. He's going to fix them like that, bro. And it's going to just show that we were fucking right the whole time.
Absolutely. Now, we got 2 more points here. Actually, 3 more points before we're going to end with a big banger. Yo, Kash Patel, FBI. Talk to me, dude. There's more stuff brewing up. I thought Kash Patel was done. What happened?
This is everybody, because you know what? The power has been returned to the people. So now these Republican senators, they have to vote for these picks because they don't have a choice because they're scared because they're going to get primaried. We never had that before. The establishment had a grip hold on the GOP voters, right? But now we have interjected millions of new voters that are just MAGA voters, right? That are only for that, and that we will primary you. That's where we shine, is in the primary. Trump says this person, that person's getting in. Whether they win in the general election, that's another story, but you're going to get primaried. So now all these picks, at first everyone was like pushing back on even the Republican senators. Oh, I don't know about this. But then people are like, listen, a lot of Republicans voted for Joe Biden's picks. They voted for Anthony Blinken. They voted for fucking Mayorkas. They voted for all. So you're telling me you're going to vote for those people, but you're not going to vote for the fucking people that Trump picks? You better get on this fucking train because you're going to get run over. That's where we're at now. And that's exactly so. Kash Patel is going to get through. Pete Hegseth is going to get through. Pam Bondi, all these people are going to get through now unanimously. We have 53 senators. All we need is 50. So we can lose Murkowski, who's a fucking rhino, and Susan Collins from Maine, who's a fucking rhino. We don't need them. See ya. We still got 51, and then J.D. Vance can be the tie-breaking vote. Kash Patel is going to make our political dreams come true. He knows where the bodies are buried, and he knows who buried them.
Damn. When you put it like that, even I get motivated.
Bro, it's happening, bro.
What's up, bro? Okay, so you even told me make sure you put and inject a little bit of popcorn even on the thumbnail of this episode. Yeah. Talk to me, bro. Popcorn. What's going on?
This ties into what I was just saying, is that our political dreams are coming true. Right, all of these things that we've said that were going to happen, and we just have to sit back and enjoy the ride. It's going to get crazy, it's going to get bumpy, but get your popcorn out, because at the end of the day, the people that we said were going to jail are going to jail. The hunters have become the hunted. The investigators have become the investigated, and nothing can stop what's coming, bro.
Except fucking Biden pardoning everybody and their mamas. What's going on, dog? What happened? What's going on?
Bro, Biden just pardoned a child molester that was caught with 47,000 child pornography charges, right? And then a Chinese spy. Does that not sum up this man perfectly? Every single conspiracy theory is true. These people protect child predators, and they're fucking working for China.
Say that
And
one more time, a little slower, so that
Joe
people in
Biden
the back.
used his pardon power to pardon a child predator that was caught with over 47,000 child pornographies, right? Was still doing 28 years still left to do. Pardon that person and pardon a Chinese spy that was in jail for espionage, for stealing our secrets and giving it to China. And not only that, he pardoned the 2 judges that were caught in that scheme, that they were literally being paid by the private prison company to put kids in jail, innocent little children in jail, right? This was back in the South a couple, like 20 years ago. He pardoned those 2 fucking scumbags. Those judges were being paid to put little kids in jail by the jail people that own the jails, and they were innocent. They went to jail for that, and he fucking pardoned them.
The fucking guy with the 47,000 tapes of content was he a millionaire? Was he a donor? Was he a fucking lobbyist? What the fuck?
I'm trying to find out. I'm sure he was a Democrat. If he was trying to put,
no, I mean, look, like you just don't pardon any. Like that's
right.
Look, you throw a freaking. Yeah, he has to had some connections 100%. Before.
100%, or somebody that that's somebody that's connected. Yeah, absolutely, 100%, bro.
Yeah,
that's what it is. So like, look who's he looking out for. Trump was pardoning rappers, bro. Like people were losing their mind because he pardoned Kodak Black, and people were like, "Oh my god, he pardoned."
I remember in 2016 he pardoned Lil Wayne off his fucking New York gun charges.
That was a long play, bro. Because look, those people turned around and showed support right when we needed them to show support, bro. That's how you play this fucking game. That's chess. That's 5D fucking chess, and that's your fucking president.
Mother trucker, and that was Buckle Up with Flashy _ News 1. Yeah, guys, let them know where they can find you, big dog.
Yeah, Flashy _ News 1 on Instagram, Flashy _ Truth on Truth Social. Come check your boy, man. Let's go.
That's right. Make sure to check them out, and do not forget to drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. That allows other people to enjoy the show as much as I enjoy making it. Peace out.
Yes, Dad.
Paranoid Radio.